Welcome to the Vibe Show Live. Man, it is going down real exclusive tonight. Y'all already know the vibes. This has been long awaited. Shout out to everybody, man, that's commuting, that's tuned in, that's listening. All these emails been pouring in. I'm super excited. I know y'all excited, man. So listen, y'all make sure y'all get y'all popcorn ready, get your little drinks or whatever you do or whatever ready. Because I'm telling you, it's going down tonight. It's the Vibe Show Live. Ooh. Welcome to the Vibe Show Live. I'm your host, Kano the Don, the Vibe King, man. And tonight, I'm super excited. I know I always say that, man, because y'all know we the home of the most exclusive guest on the planet. Y'all already know how we do. Now, tonight, I got a special for y'all. Something special. I'm telling you. This has been long awaited. Emails been pouring in. Everybody been super excited. I know y'all been seeing the promos, man. Y'all already know how we do it, baby. Listen, I'm talking about film director, producer, actor, amongst other things. This king right here wears multiple hats, man. This is grassroots. I'm talking about building something from nothing into something mega. I'm talking about the one, the only, Lucky Johnson.
Everybody's clapping. I like that introduction. Thank you, Kano the Don. Thank you, brother, for having us, man. Excited to be here with you today, my brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, shout out to everybody that's in the room right now.
For
I just
sure,
want to
yeah.
thank all of y'all, man, for this amazing opportunity. This is truly a blessing. And we grateful for me and the Vibe team. We just want to say thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule.
Yeah. Shout out, that's Rick. That's KB. That's our music supervisor. That's our lead writer here at Lucky Johnson Studios. Atlanta homegrown, Florida homegrown, by way
What?
of marriage in Atlanta. Yeah. She's from
Okay, okay.
Tallahassee.
That's
Yes,
what
and
I'm
he's
talking
originally
about.
from Decatur. Hmm.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, man. Did my homework and I'm absolutely impressed and definitely inspired on so many different levels. You know what I'm saying? I wanna start. We're gonna jump in this old time machine, man, and we're gonna go back because I want my listeners, man, to really understand what's going on right now, man. This is truly a blessing and so many opportunities and doors have been open, but I want them to understand the story, man, and the grind and the grit. So I want to start a kid from New Orleans, Louisiana, man, with a vision. Um, from people just discovering Lucky Johnson. Can you explain a little bit of who's the man behind all these darn Hollywood credits, man? Let's start right there.
Yeah, for sure, man. A father, a brother, a son, you know, a visionary, a guy who just know how to get it and grind and get it out the mud and just give all glory and honor to God because nothing can be done without Him and His grace and His mercy. So
Right.
coming up uptown New Orleans, riddled with crime and poverty, obscurity, and drugs and gangs, is a way to get yourself acclimated into a society that is not conducive to your well-being or your life. So I was just fortunate enough to travel down a different journey, and I've lived several lives in different journey because I'm a journeyman, right?
Right.
So I'm not really one about the destination because I've never arrived. So I stay grinding, and I don't know. Once you look for a destiny, if you think about God and you in the travel, He never told Moses or anybody where they were going and what they were going to do. He just sent them on
Right.
the journey. Samuel,
Right.
anybody. So that's what my take is on it as far as who I am, what I am as the man I am now. I just know to try and give back to the community that poured into me, but probably wasn't privy to come out of said slums. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right.
rubbing elbows and shaking hands and taking pictures and kissing the babies and learning who people are and um, what their relationship could mean to me in a wide variety spectrum, if you would. That allowed me to bring it back to my community of people and encourage them to move forward in excellence and in grace. You know what I mean?
Right. Let me ask you this though. So the broad vision though, you know, was it always this vision, or was it something else engulfed in sports, or like, how did we get into this space that we're in right now? Like what actually inspired this?
Well, ultimately, it's more or less of just being busy and creating. So, yeah, sports, play football, wide receiver. My brother was a quarterback, and we would always make this joke because Daddy would come and see us play, and I say, "Just throw me the ball." So Coach Boo would say, "Run, slant, 52 high." We're not doing that. We're
Right.
not doing that. Just throw me
Right.
the ball.
Right.
And so sports was very intricate. Music was very predominant because New Orleans is known for its music and its culture, food and cuisine and culture and it wasn't necessarily the vision of film and TV. That was kind of
Right.
unforeseen because we didn't have that layout in New Orleans, like talking about it. Now, I started when I was 11 because I did some commercials when I was a kid, British Night and rallies and this child abuse commercial because out my group, I was the first one to cry. So that
Right.
started the bug. But, in all honesty, seeing Tyler Perry, my cousin, do it, I said, well, I could do that, not being covetous because that's a sin, but just being inspired by what he did. So my dad built houses, I built houses. So if my
Right.
brother and cousins box, I box. So my uncle that worked on cars, I worked on cars. So you did
Right.
what the matriarch men in your family did. Tyler being older than me, my older cousin, my babysitter, my big bro, big cousin. So when he did a thing, I was impressed by it or intrigued or both.
Absolutely.
And I said, well, wait a minute, that's interesting. The storytelling, because to have a plot is to have a thing happening, but to have a story is to explain why the thing happened, right?
Right.
So I take the knowledge and the information and the theory of the thing, and then I took it into practical. So seeing him take it from theory, failing year after year with the plays, but did a play anyway, which is practical because he rented a
Right.
venue, built a set, all the tickets, regardless of nobody came or not, he still mounted said production. So I'm like,
Right.
well, this is interesting. So I looked at how he built the set, and he would share with me how he would have his comedy and his lights and his music and where it was set at. And it's like
Mhm.
an emotional roller coaster. So I took heed to that, you know? And
Right.
then most importantly, I saw he was making good money with it.
Let's
Get
not
some of them
forget
nickels.
about that part of it though. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like, yeah, man,
yeah.
that's dope.
Those nickels was nickeling. You
Yeah.
dig? So
Yeah.
I said,
Yeah.
I need to get some of them nickels.
Yeah, man. I'm definitely it's definitely a huge inspiration. And my thing is too, coming up in that era, you know, how did you dodge, a lot of the chaos that was going on? Because you know how, when we growing up, man, we grew up in some tough times. I'm 51, and times were different then. I would say that, it was more love and more community based love, neighbors looking out for, we living in a different time now, but that era though, to be able to dodge a lot, because when I look at your story and I'm like, man, he made it out. Talk to me about that. Like, how did you dodge all of the stuff that was going on, all of the street influences and stuff like that or whatever? I feel like that's important to a lot of the
Yes.
youth that's out there right now.
So the devil will lie to you and have you to look at this glamour, glitter, cars, rims, music, women. And so I have my run-ins with the law and with the streets and with the penitentiary and
Right.
trying to find my way. So I didn't come out squeaky clean until I gave it more to God than the evil
Mhm.
one,
Right.
because it's a competition for your soul. So younger man, finding my way and not understanding who, what, and why God is what and who He is, I I would follow in the wrong direction of the product of your environment, so to speak, right? So
Right.
I dodged it by staying alive, because if you're
Hmm.
dead, it's over. I dodged it by not getting life in prison for doing
Right.
something stupid, you know what I mean? But been in and out of jail, been to prison, been in street situations, you know what I mean, that I'm not proud
Right.
of. However, I'm able to explain to the young people why they think they YNs, and I'm an OG because I'm 51. I was once a YN myself.
Right. Absolutely, we
So
was.
yeah, you dig? So don't count me out as if I'm some green, gullible, naive unk that don't know what's going on the streets. You know what I mean? So I stay out the way. So we
Right.
dodge, we get from off the radar, because you be on the radar when you're in the streets doing a bunch of foolishness. So I got off the radar. And once I got off the radar, this gave me a different trajectory in life and a second opportunity to do a different thing, So that
Right.
allowed me to go get my associate's degree, my bachelor's degree. I got my doctorate in December from CCU, got my bachelor's from DU. I got my associate's from Delgado Community College in New Orleans, City Park campus. So uh, I did a whole different thing, and I went from an institution of parents, from an institution of marriage, from an institution of prison,
Right.
to an
Right.
institution of college. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
So you go from
Absolutely.
institution to institution, but it's what you make of it that makes you out to to polish you up and to get you shining like new money, and just to get you be able to be a beacon of light for people and give them hope. Because I come out that same churches. Look, I tell you this.
Right.
I think about in the Bible with Mark, and I'm no preacher, but I look to the hills which come in my help. And I love hearing different lectures and different explanations in
Right.
Mark, Jesus, brothers and sisters. And they say a prophet is not accepted in his own home. So
Yeah.
people will say to you, my parents or my friends, they're not supporting me. That's because you come from the same neighborhood. You took a
Yeah.
bath in the same tub. You
Yeah.
ate out the same pot. So they don't see you in your divinity. They see you in your humanity. You see? So it's hard
Right.
for them. Jesus' own brother and sister was like the Messiah. Well, you better go ahead, boy. I was with you when you peed in the bed,
Right.
which is a
Right.
real thing. See,
Right.
so if I'll use Tyler for example, because he's more relatable. I know everybody else, Denzel Washington, all these people, Mark Wahlberg, but Tyler is more relatable because I grew up with him. So I see him in his humanity and I see him in his divinity. Some of the family members don't see that; they only see the humanity, so they keep coming at him in a earthly tone.
Right.
I come to him in a spiritual tone,
Hmm.
meaning I don't come at him with the sideways foolishness.
Right.
So when I come and in my approach is professional, is business, is not for a hand out, but a hand up. You know what I mean? And I never asked for anything.
Right.
So in that not asking, God would put it on his heart to deliver and bless me, and then I'm able to come back and bless my people. You see, so
Right.
I didn't. I come out squeaky clean the second go around. So I didn't make a 360. I made a 180 in life. Because when you
Mm,
make a 360, you go back to where you started off at.
right.
I didn't do that. I made a 180 and I went in a different direction. You see, so when I went in that different direction, I left behind me Samson and Gomorrah. You know, so Lot's wife looked back and turned to salt. I was Lot. I kept going. You see.
Right. And you know what though? I think that,
That's good. That was
the
hard.
ones
That
that
was hard.
have been through that and been able to make it through with going through all different types of obstacles in life, I think that, that's why people gravitate to you more, because your your story is more relatable because of the reference points that you just pointed out right there. Like, you're speaking from a reality perspective, showing that, to me, that's the inspiration part of it right there. You know what I'm saying? Being able to turn it all around, but go through it. Because some people can be told, you know don't do that, and then they do that. But me, I'm just gonna speak for myself. I was a little bit more hard-headed. you know I had to, I took the long road, you know what I'm saying, in order to get to, and I appreciate taking the long road, because now I value the smallest things now, and I appreciate things more, and I understand all of the lessons and teachings and all that. So I definitely totally relate to what you're saying right now, and I think that that's why I gravitate to your story, because to me, that is inspiration to people that's looking for inspiration, that's looking for somebody to inspire from, you know what I mean. So I value and appreciate that, man. I just think that it's so dope, man. Like, I really, really do.
For
I
sure,
really
for
do.
sure. Can you open that front door for me, though?
Let me ask
No,
you
for
this
sure. I
then.
appreciate that. Thank you.
What were some of the struggles though that you may have faced early on in your career, that may have made you think, like, you know what, man, this is just not for me. I'm just gonna let this go.
So I got to be totally honest with you. I didn't face anything.
Wow.
Yeah, and I don't want to sound condescending or egotistical, but I didn't face anything. My greatest facing was going to prison when I was 20. I've been
Right.
home 26 years though. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
And that wasn't even a thing because I've been boxing all my life, so I'll throw these hands in a minute. So
Right.
that wasn't a problem at all. You know what I mean? I'll throw them now.
Right.
But I ain't lying. I'll throw these some guns, but I don't want no trouble. You dig what I'm saying?
Absolutely. We ain't looking for that now.
I don't want no trouble. I don't want no trouble. But I'm a problem solver, and so
Right.
at the end of the day, I really didn't have any obstacles in that particular journey because I stayed the course and I'm still on the same course. So even when I see people, like one young lady was in my place, she was like 14, 15, she's like 33 now.
Right.
She was like, Lucky I was in your play. And I was like, yeah, I remember, it's good seeing you. And we still good friends today, and her mom and everybody. But that's how long I've been on the journey. So, and they'll
Right.
say, they had kids, they got married, and life is lifing. But for me, I'm still on the same journey of creating entertainment, creating stage plays, creating movies, TV shows, recording music, giving other people an opportunity, using my platform and my celebrity to pull them up. Because if you do it by yourself and you solely focus on yourself selfishly, you lose. You fall off the pedestal. You see,
Absolutely.
I think about Country Wayne. He do all these skits, but he got everybody else doing skits on his platform. So he
Right.
might get 1.4 billion, 1.7 billion. It's not him. He got 7 to 8 other groups of people, and he allowed them to upload on his platform. You see,
Right.
so selfishly we go to thinking it's all about us, and I'm the talent, and they coming to see me. Otis, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Right. Let
No,
me let
man.
me ask you, let me catch you right there, because you just said something that was really, really valid. I want to know your perspective on Why do you think that it's like that though? Because you know, doing it the way that you're doing it the way that Country Wayne is doing it, it only makes the vision way more bigger. But why do you think us as a people feel like we have to be the one? Can you
We
talk to
we
me about that a little bit? I would love to know your perspective on what you think. Why is it like that? Because it kind of holds situations back because we so afraid of sharing the light or sharing information.
right. So we yearn for validation, and we yearn for notoriety. We yearn to be seen and heard or known or be the guy, the man.
Right. Right.
That's an ancestral spirit, unfortunately, because we come from nothing.
Mhm.
So I hate to go all the way back to slavery days, but before that we was kings and queens. Then when they
Absolutely.
captured, when they captured us, they made us less than a third of a man. But because we always got hand-me-downs and we didn't have anything to validate us, we go get these jewelry and these cars and these clothes, and we say, hey, look at us. I'm him or I am her. Uh,
Right.
that's a false sense of validation and unfortunate characterization of yourself, because what you put on your body don't make you. What comes out of you makes you.
Right.
You see?
Let me tuck my
So
little jury in right quick. Hold on a second.
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. No, you so no, leave it out, my brother.
Go
You
ahead.
said
Go
let
ahead.
me
I'm
talk about
sorry.
jewelry, and I'm talking about the jewelry. No, leave it in, my brother, because guess what? We had gold chains in Africa. We had
Right.
earrings. We
Absolutely.
had tattoos because of the tribe. We had
Right.
gold teeth. That's our
Right.
ancestors rising up inside of us. You see?
Right.
And because of the minerals and because of the gold and the stuff, the sapphire and the herbs we had in Africa, that made our continent rich. That's why they kept coming there trying to take the land, because of
Right.
the resources. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
when we're thinking we got the gold chain, that's because our ancestors had the gold then. They just created it in different bracelets and arm bracelets and anklets and things of that nature. But their castles was gold, and their floors was gold, and their ceilings was gold. So that's our ancestors rising up in us. But in modern day, we don't want to see the other man do better than us. So if
Right.
you run around the track, and you're doing a relay race, and you're a black man, and you let other cultures run first. When they go around the track, you still don't run. They went around once. They go
Right.
around again. They went around twice. You still haven't ran yet. They go around again. That's three. When they go around that next time, that's four. What that indicates is that's 400 years before we even got a chance to start running. So we're
Oh.
400 years behind. So we'll never catch up because you done ran around the track around. You done ran around. You know where the potholes at. You know where the breaks at in the ground. You know where the mile markers are. You know where the road dips at. We don't know that.
Right.
So now we're on our journey. So then we become gatekeepers because we're like, I had to go through this. I don't want to give it back to you. Some people you can give it to, but some people they'll destroy it, or they'll corrupt it, or they'll tarnish it, right? So
Right.
that's an ancestral thing. Now, once you get some type of notoriety or some type of success, you're thinking that, oh, me, but you have to
Yeah.
trickle it back down so you can have legacy. Now you don't
Right.
have legacy. You see, now you done came and gone. You done withered like the herbs. You see.
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
but if you leave a legacy and you trickle it down, then your name will reign forever. Dr. Martin Luther King, Michael
Right.
Jackson,
Right.
Prince, Whitney Houston, just to name a few, even Elvis Presley, you know, those
Right.
names will reign supreme forever. Tyler Perry, you know, for 200 years, it'll reign supreme, you see, because
Right.
they've created something that leaves a lifelong lasting impression on one's cerebral, right?
Mm.
So when you
Right.
trickle it back down to other folks, some of these people don't understand none of this stuff. They don't understand the language. They don't understand the opportunity. They don't even understand the space you're in, let alone if they could obtain it. So
Wow.
they impose their fears on you and they're scared and they're like, you shouldn't do that record, or you shouldn't wear that. You shouldn't do that play. You shouldn't be on the radio, Kano. You shouldn't do none of this. What are you thinking to do this
Right.
podcast on StreamYard with Lucky Johnson and you see?
Right. I'm with you. Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
you have to find yourself and find who you are, and then you share it with the rest of the world. What that does, brother, is encourage them to be who they are, you know, and
I
start
love
them a
that.
radio show, or start them
I love
a podcast, or just start
right.
anything. Bake some
Right.
cookies. Just do something.
I love you, OG, man. Hey, for real. Listen, man, shout out to everybody that's tuned in right now with the one and only Lucky Johnson, man. Listen, you tuned in to the Vibe Show live. We got to go pay some
For
bills.
sure.
Unfortunately, got to pay these
We
bills,
got to pay the
man.
bills.
I'll make sure
Yeah.
y'all keep it locked in. Don't go nowhere. We be right back with more Lucky Johnson. It's the
My
Vibe Show
man.
live.
From the stage, unleash your inner rebel with Rap Star Energy Drink. With the untamed flavor of mixed berry, you'll get the most out of your performance. It's not just fuel, it's a thrill ride for entertainers and everyday warriors alike. Each sip transforms you into an unapologetic boss, ready to conquer life's gritty challenges. Elevate your energy, steal the spotlight, and ignite your wildfire with the audacious taste of mixed berry. Rap Star Energy Drink, where the ordinary bows to the extraordinary, and the edge is the only way to live.
I can lay it down.
And we're back. It's the Vibe Show live with the one and only Lucky Johnson, man. Shout out to Rockstar Energy Drink, man. It's taking over things, man. If y'all haven't tasted that Rockstar, make sure y'all go and tap in at your local stores, man, and grab you a can, man, to get fueled with that energy, man, before you start your day. So, now we back. Now, I love that, man. That was deep. You're dropping gems. Let me ask you this now. Working with Denzel,
Exactly.
Jamie, The
No,
Rock,
no, no. Don't do that.
Mark Wahlberg, Halle Berry, Keanu Reeves, and so many more people. How did those experiences impact your life, though? Working with a lot of greats in the game coming in, and then now you're doing your thing. Like, how did
It's
that
all
impact you from a mental aspect?
for sure. Well, let me use Denzel Washington first. So Denzel Washington would be like Billy D. Williams was with to my mom and them and sitting at Portier, right? So this
Yeah.
guy here, man, is over here, is in that little area down. Yeah, tell him it's on now. To perform with him and to dance with him is I ain't gonna say a dream come true because it's not like I dreamed to do it, but
Right, right,
it was very very refreshing and very exciting. So I give you a quick backstory. We get a call sheet, and on our call sheet it said Bobby Stiggs. So they already told me I was performing with Denzel Washington. So I was a little depressed.
right,
I'm like, damn, y'all told me I'm gonna be with Denzel, but he don't put his name on the call sheet. He put
right.
Bobby Stiggs. So uh, yeah, Denzel Washington's name is never on the call sheet. He put the character name. So he come through another door, and when he come through that door, I said, God damn it, there go Denzel.
Right, right,
So I
right,
kind of fanned out in my own wake, like, damn, there you go, there go, oh goddamn, King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
right,
I'm like,
right,
okay,
right.
okay. So then the director, he introduced us to us, and he's a good dude, man, and we're friends till this day. We go fly fishing, and we talk often. Um, Always giving good advice. That's our OG. Denzel, he done passed the baton on. He's 70 something years old now. So him and Morgan Freeman, all them dudes, they giving it, they trickling it down to the next generation. The Michael B.
Right.
Jordans and the Lucky Johnsons, of course. So
Absolutely.
uh, to play with him, man, was really, really, really awesome. And he taught me a lot just by playing with him because I fed off of him. And then by me feeding off of him is right there, I believe. Um, it made me a better actor, you know.
Right.
And he won an Oscar. I performed with Melissa Leo in Treme on HBO. She won an Oscar. Um, who else won an Oscar? Halle Berry won an Oscar for Monster Ball.
Absolutely.
The list goes on and on. So I'm playing with some really,
Amy.
Yeah, I'm playing with some strong players, you know, and but as an a testament to uh my what I'm able to do in my range. Because if you
Absolutely.
don't perform well with them, they don't want to perform with you. They'll tell the producers, and you know, I mean, you won't be you'll be in one scene and you won't be in the rest of the movie. You know?
Right.
Yeah. So it was really fun, man. It was really a great experience, and the most important thing that I always obtain from these people is staying in contact with them. You know,
Right. That
and being able
connection.
to that connection is everything because you really meet some great people. So that's the thing for me. You know, the meeting them is on now. I took it out and put it back in. I took it out right here and put it back in. I'm sorry. So it did it. Yeah. No, it's on. I unplugged it and plugged it back in. I'm sorry, guys.
Are you
So
good?
uh yeah, I'm about to make sure it's charging. I apologize. My time is different from where you are. So
Hey, you all right, Unc? You good? You good?
yeah, brother. So that was a great experience with those guys, man, and being able to pick their brain, not just from the acting side, but the business side and how to
Right.
scale the
Absolutely.
business. I created my own network, LJNTV.tv, and understanding certain models of how what Tubi did and what Netflix did. Before there was Netflix, it was Redbox and Blockbuster. So we was
Absolutely.
going to get CDs and DVDs and VHS from the store for rental. But
Right.
these people being evolutionized early on and being pioneers in the streaming space, Redbox and Blockbuster was like, oh no, the people at DVD is going. No, that went away just like any other thing. You know,
Right.
you had taxi cabs, now you got Uber. You got
Right.
restaurants, now you got Uber Eats. You got a shopping center, you got Amazon.
Right.
See, you had DVD players, you got streaming. You have to evolve as the evolution happened, or you'll be a dinosaur. See,
Right.
so I'm a hybrid. So I fall up with the OGs because I'm 51 years old, like yourself. Then I
Right.
fall with the younger generation because I'm able to know that you clocked it and you ate it.
Right. Love that.
You see, so I'm a hybrid. You know what I
Right.
mean? So
Right.
I'm able to bridge the gap with all the generations, you know, and
Right.
all the cultures who the young people push the culture forward. The OGs pioneer the culture. So when
Right.
you get other singers and other filmmakers and other writers, we're able to bring them through a channel where it's less, the road is more paved smoothly than bumpy. And you know, this will be our
Right.
kids and our grandkids and our nieces and nephews and those who want to operate in the space. We're able to trickleate to them uh, a smoother way. You know what I mean? Than
Yeah.
what others have done. You dig what I'm saying? So that's to go
Dang.
back to questioning about with these other major players. These guys are major players. They're 100 million, 200 million,
Right.
$1 billion. The conversation I'm having with them, I'm able to translate that in layman terms to my group of people who don't understand that variable because
Mhm.
they're not in that space and they're not privy to those conversations and those meetings. So I'm a
Right.
fly on the wall and I'm just listening. My brain is like a sponge. These people words is liquid. I'm just
Right.
absorbing it, baby.
Right. I love that. Let me ask you this: with Tyler Perry being your first cousin, how has that family connection influenced your journey?
It influenced it impactfully a lot because
Right.
I seen what he came from, which is nothing. You know what I
Right.
mean? Homeless, living out his car. He had a little Geo Metro, 6 foot tall man in a little 3 foot car. The little, the little, and the car was
Ah.
yellow. He went and bought a blue one. Is at the studio, but I seen the journey from the conception of it. If
Right.
he never made it or did anything, I'm still proud of him, even if he was the manager of McDonald's.
Right.
See, if you
Absolutely.
can stay alive and you can stay healthy and you can stay free, that's a feat in itself. If you can
Right.
stay alive, you can stay healthy, eating good, exercising, and you stay free out them people penitentiary out their grave,
Out that
that's
trap.
a
Yeah.
feat. You've done a thing, man. You've done a
Yeah.
thing. You've won. You're successful already. Now you
Right.
just got to compound that success with something else. But you're already successful because you made it. I don't care if you got a
Right.
GED, you made
Right.
it. If you got a family and kids, you're taking care of your kids as fathers. You're taking care of your wives as husbands. You're taking care of your mom as your son. You're successful. You dig
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Those people just
Absolutely.
their zip code is just different, or their car maybe a higher grade than yours, but it doesn't mean anything because that Range Rover or that Rolls Royce can give me the same destination as a Toyota Corolla.
Right. I love that. I love that. See, that's what I do a lot of self therapy, man, and I try to, whenever I find myself, because I done some time too, and it made me really appreciate a lot of things in life. It made me value things more. I redeveloped my relationship with God, and I just really look at life itself
Yes.
different now. And I find myself trying to pour into people, when you see that they just lost souls, man. I try to pour into them. Now everybody ain't gonna drink when you lead them to the water or whatever, but at least the effort is there.
Mhm.
I feel like my responsibility in the space that I am mentally is I still have a responsibility to at least try to help somebody, or relay information, or try to guide somebody on a different path based on my own experiences. So I definitely appreciate and value what you're saying right now. I really, really do. And I totally can relate 1000% on everything that you're saying right now. And I really appreciate you, you know, giving this to my audience right now. Like this is really, really impactful. How do you balance family and work life? Because I mean, your day to day is compiled and super busy, with all of the hats that you wear, and the responsibility that you have on a day to day. How do you balance that work life and family life for the ones that's trying to figure that out?
Yeah, so you got to have a proper balance because you know your family. I have 12 kids, 6 grandkids.
Mm, okay.
So, so my babies, they call me, they FaceTime me, and I always make time for them if I can and when I can, so that way I can stay connected with what's going on in their world, with their school. One of my grandsons went and got bracelets today. He's 12. So I want to make sure I stay and congruent with what's going on in their world. My daughter, she graduated high school. She about to go to college for cosmetology, et cetera, et cetera. Um, the way you make that balance is you got to make the time out of month. You got to properly plan ahead. You got to be
Right.
forward thinking.
Right.
You got to book the flights. You got to book the vacations. You got to book the school uh, donuts with dad. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
You got to be there for certain things that's monumental and memorable for them.
Right.
So you go do a movie, you go by the family. You go do a stage play, you take them on vacation. You come back
Right.
and do a TV show, you bring them to the park. You come do a podcast, you bring them to the bouncy house. You see,
Right.
you got to have a balance. And I
Right.
balance it well because I'm able to schedule it accordingly and I keep up with the scheduling. Then
Right.
you got great people. KB, she wears so many hats, it's a shame. Listen, I say she the lead writer, but baby, when I tell you she the assistant, the manager, the producer, the assistant director, the PA, the craft services, she buy the water, she get the ice. Her
Right.
husband, oh my goodness, he wears so many hats, he got to keep her in line for me.
Man, shout out to KP and her husband. Hold up, man.
Shout out to
Hold
y'all.
up.
I know what I'm telling you, man. You
Hold
know what I
up,
mean?
man. That's a blessing in itself right there. That's a blessing to even
Brother.
have people like that rocking with
Yes.
you, that's down 10 toes. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
brother.
That's wearing multiple hats, because that's the climate that we living in right now.
Yeah.
Even on these jobs, man, we wearing multiple hats right now. They didn't compiled these jobs into, you doing multiple people jobs now. So definitely, man, appreciate them and want to give them their flowers, man, for real.
I took the headphones off. Can you still hear me good, or should I turn that back on?
For real.
You can still hear me good.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't. You know what I mean? But I
What
say that to
separates
say,
what
go ahead.
separates a good actor from a truly unforgettable actor, though? I want to see where you at with that.
The performance.
Ah.
Performance. See, there's a lot of good actors,
Hmm.
but there's a lot of actors that's so super memorable. It's also certain phrases. Arnold
Right.
Schwarzenegger said, "I'll be back." You'll always
Ah.
remember he said, "I'll be back." Bruce
Okay.
Willis said, "Yippee yi yay, mother."
Right.
You'll always remember that. Big Boy said, "You want that cornbread?" You'll never forget that. You see? Denzel said, "King Kong ain't got nothing on me." That's not even in the script.
That was improv.
It was improv. So this is what make you great when you can take the character to the next level and you can take the writing to the next level in the performance. If you
Mm,
take the writing and you take the performance and you keep it subtle, you're a good actor.
right.
But if you want to be a great actor, you take it to another height. You take it to a whole nother level. That's what separates the men from the boys. That will separate the ones who's truly doing it and who's just trying to collect a check. So I want to get paid, but I also want a great performance. So
Right.
the performance outweighs the money because the money gonna come. See,
Right.
but if I do
Right.
a good performance, then the people are gonna come. The people is the money. See, so if
Wow.
I accept the money and don't give a good performance, I did good. But if I give a good performance and the people come, then they're gonna ride with me. Tyler's still around because he kept giving these great performances.
Right.
So that's why
Right.
he's so relevant till this day, to young and old alike. He's a hybrid. You see,
Right. And I,
he's
I,
a
I want to
hybrid.
ask you too. It's funny you say that because it's like you spent over 15 years captivating audiences, man, through your stage plays alone. Like, what do you think keeps people coming back though?
I keep the stories fresh.
Hmm.
We do what's called bounce music in New Orleans, so I try and incorporate the R&B song with the bounce beat. Like DC have go-go music. Atlanta got crunk. It used to be snap, boom, boom, bing, right? So
Right.
we do what's called bounce music. Um, so I try and infuse that in my performances or in my plays so that it can be memorable and I can stand apart. So if you got a gospel play, you know you're gonna only hear gospel. If you
Right.
got a drama or you got a Broadway musical, you know it's gonna be kind of operatic and soprano style. So it's gonna be
Right.
singing into the stories. So mine's I'm giving you comedy, I'm giving you R&B, I'm giving you plot, story, and I'm giving you live performance in that arc. You know what I mean? So
Right.
you have the action, you have the rise of action, you have a conclusion. It's an arc. I'm giving you all of those elements in my production, so it sets me apart from a typical stage play, so to speak, because
Mm.
nobody's doing bounce music in their play unless you're
No.
from New Orleans and you wrote it. You've never been to none of that
Right.
ever. You've never been to a play. If you have, tell me the name of it. that
Right.
and you can research it with other people. Even if you talk to somebody from New Orleans, you say, "Hey, just a quick question for you. Have you ever been to a bounce play?" If it wasn't Lucky Johnson, they've never been to it because it's never existed. See,
Right. Right. Let's
so
go. Let's
if you
go
notice,
though.
in that 15 years, I've captivated an audience that's cult-like following for myself. And when I do a play, I don't do a play once a year. I do 3 or 4 a year.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? So it's
Yeah.
not like you're gonna be like, oh, we gotta wait till next year to catch The Color Purple. We gotta wait next year to catch Spider-Man's play or Cat on the Hot Tin Roof or Fences or Jersey Boys. No, Lucky's doing a play every 2 or 3 months.
Right. And we're
And
doing
it'll be
those plays, and we're doing those plays. Are you recycling the same people, or are you creating fresh new, opening up opportunities for fresh new talent to come in? Like what's that blueprint like?
always creating new opportunities for fresh new faces that
Mhm.
help with ticket sales, that help with a new fresh audience. So if you
Right.
invite 5 or 10 or 15 of your friends, I've never met them. See,
Right.
so I might be in Houston, Atlanta, Dallas, New Orleans, Tennessee. If we do a play and you invite a group of people out, I've never met them. Maybe in person, they might have seen me on TV, right? But that's a
Right.
new fan. That's a new audience because you put a new face in. And that's what me and
Right.
KB always talk about, always adding new and fresh faces so it don't be redundant and repetitious. Now it look like you can't cast nobody. So now it
Right.
look like it's the same people, you know?
Right.
I think about DMX did a movie. He did 2 or 3, but he had Anthony Anderson in it a few times. He had Gabrielle Union in it, Cradle to the Grave, Romeo Must Die. And it was
Right.
another movie, but it was the same cast, different storyline, different plot, but it was the same cast. That was cool, but it appeared as though you couldn't cast anybody else. You know, uh,
Wow.
DMX did one with Steven Seagal. He had drag on it, but that was his homeboy from Rough Riders.
Right.
But I keep seeing it kind of being a little redundant. So I'm like, even if you cast the same people, put them in a different role as an extra feature, background, let them be the mailman. Don't give them such a big role. You see,
Right.
that way you keep it
Right.
fresh and exciting, and that give you more range and reach in your audience. You dig what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Tyler
I
early
love
on
it.
kind of kept the same people: Mr. Brown, Ms. Brown, Palmer, Miss Chandra Corelli, and the list goes on and on. But then he started branching out. Then he started getting the Christian Keys and the Cheryl Preston
Right.
Riley, and the list goes on and on. And he started bringing in new faces and new people that added to the catalog of work that the body of work that he was doing. So yes,
Right.
sir, we keep a fresh new face. Remember early on in the interview, I said I had the young lady when she was 15. She's 33 now,
Absolutely.
and she was in one of our movies called Gold Plated Dreams in the restaurant scene, and she had lines and everything. You know, shout out to
Right.
Nunu.
What's the biggest misconception though people have about success in Hollywood from your perspective?
They think it's all good. You know, it's crowded at the bottom, so it could be kind of lonely at the top. But if you bring a group of people with you that you built with, you're gonna have fun at the top. I'm at the
Right.
top right now. You know what I
Right.
mean? And I'm gonna keep going to another stratosphere every time I hit a certain elevation. I'm gonna go to up sky's the limit, but I'm gonna go past that into the stratosphere. You see?
Right.
So um, the misconception is that one is easy, one is super fun. It's not. When you get there and you've gotten the acclamation of what's going on, then it's fun. But
Right.
the rise to success and the building process, it can bring anxiety, it can bring depression, it can bring, you can lose a lot of friends along the way because you can't bring everybody with you because they don't
Right.
understand how to operate in a certain room or be around certain people. You know,
And the money aspect too. You think that the money just pouring in too. I mean, like some stuff you got to do just for face value, just to get your face out there.
right? Your face card is your money.
Exactly.
So you can go to an event and can't get in. But if you got a face card, oh look at so
Ah,
and so, let them in.
exactly.
Look at let that person in. But if you don't have the face card, now you got to go buy $1,000 ticket to get in.
Right. Right.
So your face card is your relationships. So I build relationships. Some people want to build the financial equity in certain projects. That's fine. I'm not mad at you. Get your money, spend your money. Me, I want the relationship. You can keep the money. Let me build a relationship because then you might in turn me to somebody else who give me a bigger bag.
Right. Right.
You
Right.
see? So I don't necessarily be friends with that person per se, but they may have a bigger bag. You see?
Right.
And they may put me in a different room or a different position in life. So I want to kind of acclimate myself with them, but I want to keep friendship. So if we don't do good business and the business seem rocky, let's not do the business. Listen, Oprah and Tyler was doing have and have nots on their own network. And if love thy neighbor, the
Right.
relationship got strained because he saved the network because they had Dr. Phil and Ivana saved my life and
Yep. Yep.
yeah, and Dr. Oz. But this is elderly, white, predominant people. You didn't have nothing for black people. And then
Right.
you brought in that damn soap opera. You brought in that have and
Right.
have nots with Quincy crazy ass. And then you brought
Mhm.
in uh Love Thy Neighbor, where
Right.
they sleeping with the neighbor across the street, but he
Greenleaf. They
looking out the
brought
window
in
and he still
Greenleaf as well.
Greenleaf. Greenleaf. You see,
Yeah.
now you're bringing in that type of drama for black culture. You're
Right.
on to something now. But before I ruin a relationship with you, Oprah, Tyler, let's just do away with the show altogether.
Right.
And now you do away with the show. Oprah sold own network. It's no more own network. It's because you didn't have those scripted shows that kept the network alive. You see what I'm saying? So you got to
Right.
keep the content alive and exciting and fresh. But before they ruined their friendship, they did away with the business ship. That was smart.
Yeah. Yeah,
That was smart.
absolutely.
You
I
see,
agree with that.
because you'll find yourself perish because of the love of money. Don't let the money do you that. You know.
Right. Right. Absolutely. I totally agree with you on that. We're gonna go to a quick commercial, man, and we'll be right back with more Lucky Johnson. Y'all keep it locked in. It's the Vibe Show live.
Looking for an evening filled with drama, laughter, and unexpected twists? Then don't miss Men, Lies, and Secrets. Coming to Lonzel's Performance Arts Theater in Tucker on Saturday, August 8th at 8 p.m. Starring Eva Marcel from All the Queen's Men and Lucky Johnson from Black and Blue and Maxine's Baby. Doors open at 7. Free parking is available and VIP seating is waiting for you. Get your tickets now at lonzelpat.com or Eventbrite. Men, Lies, and Secrets. Because everybody's got one.
Men, Lies, and Secrets, man. Talk to me about that August 8th. Let's
Yes,
talk
sir.
about that a little bit.
Hey, so this play here, man, is gonna be off the chain. Got my girl Eva Marcel in it. Rick's in it. He plays Deon. What's your name? Deron. I wrote it. I forgot to put that.
Deron.
KB gave it a name. So I wrote this piece in college, and then KB rewrote it, and co-wrote it with me to make it modern and up to date.
Man, shout out to KP again, man. Hold up, man. Hold up. Hold up.
Yeah, she's the truth, man. She's a published author. Let her tell. She's a published author, over 40-something books on Amazon. Writer, producer, just all around entrepreneur in her mindset and her everyday life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, give her that. So, but she wrote. Tell them some of the stuff you wrote and some of the stuff you did, KB.
I've written a couple movies. We have one we're premiering August 15th. It's called Pray for the Pastor, and we're premiering that one. Did the spinoff that we're going to do for Smoke. He's got something coming, so y'all look out for that. Co-wrote and helped write When a Woman Loves.
I know y'all sending us all these promos and stuff for us to help promote.
Absolutely.
Okay, now we got that clear. Now we family now. Okay, all right.
Okay. And we have another movie coming out called Gold Plated Dreams, which I did write that one as well. We've done projects with the late great Angie Stone and Blondie. We have their show, which I wrote that. So I've just been busy learning the business. Got a great mentor here in Lucky. So we're always working. Every time you turn around, like he said, we're working, and we do get new, fresh people. We are quick to say casting call. You don't have to have any experience, but you have to have the hunger to come and learn and to get your craft on. So that's what we do here at LJS.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah, and then I was blessed to have a duo because Ricky does the music side of it, but he also sings. So he's not a one-trick pony. So he engineers, produces, record here at the studio. He's the president of Big Face Records. And what happened is we're in here rehearsing now with not now, but early, with one of the talents, Lady Rise, and her character is Kiki.
Right.
And she's a songstress. She ain't that nice, but he's able to arrange her vocals so she can stay in the right key, stay in the right note. Arrange the song where she want to say, "Ah, Lord." No, don't say "Ah, Lord." Just say "Lord."
Right.
Take out the "ah." Catch a breath and go "Lord" instead of "ah." You lose it on the downbeat. "Ah, Lord." Just go "Lord."
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Right. Absolutely.
So I fussed at him because I be trying to put the duct tape in the bubble gum. He said, "No, we're not doing that no more. We're gonna get these people vocals right. They're gonna sound good." So the play is Men, Lies, and Secrets. It's actually sort of like a spinoff of a play I did called When a Woman Loves. And it was supposed to be when they came back off of vacation. I never mounted it. This is my first time mounting it and putting it on the stage this year, August 8th, at Lonzel Performing Arts Center. That's in Tucker, Georgia. The tickets are on sale now at lonzelpat.com. That's LONDZELLPAT.com. Make sure y'all get your tickets. They're selling real well. You're going to have a lot of fun, man. This production, the tickets are selling good. So we're really excited about this piece. The venue holds 1,000 people. It's Black owned. The gentleman, Mr. Lonzel, put over $1.5 million in the place, renovating it. The seating is nice. I always make a joke. Your feet won't be stuck to the floor.
Right.
He got goddamn marble all through the bathrooms, fireplaces in the women's bathroom. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. You hear me?
Hey, make sure y'all send us that promo flyer as well, along with the ticket purchasing link. If you can email that over as well, and we'll get that up on the radio station website. We'll also promote that as well through our social network, just to help with the promotion push on that as well. So definitely y'all make sure that y'all tap into that, and we're gonna get that promo up with that link, that direct link for you to purchase tickets or whatever as well. Super excited about that event that's coming up August 8th as well, man. Like that's gonna be dope.
Yeah, August 8th, Men Lies and Secrets. Tell them a little more about your character and what he's got going on, Ricky.
Yeah. I play Duran. I am like a Brown in this thing, but man, it's crazy. I'm with my wife. I'm leaving her with all the bags and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even paying no attention to it, so she fussing at me. But either way it goes, though. But yeah, man, it's gonna be great, man, and we just asking people to come out, support, and just. It's a family-oriented venue. No vulgar stuff. Just comedy, man. Good singing, and it's just gonna be phenomenal, man. We just gonna have a great time, So, hey, Men, Lies, and Secrets. That's where it's at. But when we talk about the acting side of it, this is my guy, man. He put me in the first plate. I was supposed to bring in people to be in his plays.
Right.
I wasn't planning on being an actor.
He's seen something in you.
Yeah. So he kind of like, do you want to be in a play? I'm looking around like, I guess. And so you put me in When a Woman Loves, and it went from there, man. It just took off from there. So
see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's see. That's the payoff right there. Now you inspired and you into it now, and I'm sure going to be in many more movies and many more plays to come. Like,
yes.
How does that feel though?
Coming from a background of singers and musicians and stuff, I eventually stopped singing and just worked and so on and so forth. My wife, she's always written books and stuff and so on and so forth. But for me, man, I was just chilled. It wasn't much that I wanted to do anymore. I was a young guy out here performing everywhere in Atlanta that I could perform. And so when the acting came along, I was like, wow, I never would have guessed I would have been. If you had told me 15, 20 years ago that I'd be doing this, I'd have told you you're lying.
Whole new world, huh?
Yeah, it's a whole new world, man. It's like I have the love for singing, but God brought me into acting. Kind of like how Michael Jordan had the love for baseball, but he made his career in basketball.
Right.
And so, and that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm grateful for Lucky Johnson. My brother. I'm older than him, but he's my little brother. So, but man, hey, he's very humble. I tell anybody that meets him, regardless of all the movies, all the people he's met in his life, that surprised me more than anything. How humble he is. And sometimes he kind of gives away too much of himself to people, and you kind of have to dial him back a little bit, but not too much. But like I told him, I said, we got to look out for you as well as
Everybody don't deserve that energy.
Yeah, you gotta have that buffer.
Everybody don't deserve it, man.
Right.
Everybody don't deserve it, and just to have y'all around, look, as those protectors for him. You know what I'm saying? Having good, solid people around, because at the level that he's on right now, you're surrounded by a bunch of fake people. I mean, we've been in this business for a long time, man, and we know how this game go. And to be safeguarded and still, you know, have a bunch of riders around you like that, man, like that itself is a blessing. People who really genuinely got your best interest and have that love for you, that's a blessing right there. Look, I ain't gonna lie, I love that.
No, I agree.
Yes,
I
sir.
agree, and I'm very blessed, you know, and thankful, because
Right.
you gotta, when you're on this journey, man. Everybody have motives, or they have certain agendas. It could be hidden, or it could be. I don't have a
Right.
problem with an opportunist, but I also
Right.
want you to have the right type of mindset for the opportunity. You did.
Absolutely.
So some people are opportunistic, but they selfishly trying to get ahead for themselves, as opposed to trying to help others. You know?
Right.
You see, so
Right.
that's like debt. You have good debt, you have bad debt. You know, some
Right.
people getting bad debt with these credit cards, and they go get a card note and they can't afford the card note, so the debt to ratio, income ratio is not matching. So that's the same thing with a person that's an opportunist. I understand
Right.
you want an opportunity, but I don't want you to be opportunistic where you're just trying to X somebody out, if that makes sense what I'm
Right.
saying.
Right.
You know,
I
you come
totally
in the
agree.
room, you get the phone number, but you're trying to see what it could do for you.
Right.
No, you got to
Right.
see
I
what it could
totally
do for
agree.
us. You know,
Right.
how can we
Right.
operate it collectively? You know what I mean?
Right.
That's
I love
that's
that.
like, I partnered with a girl in Dallas, and she called her business partner. And on the phone, I told him and her, I can't talk to you without her, and I can't talk to her without you anymore, because y'all are
Right.
partners. You
Right.
see? So even if they're in a relationship or not is irrelevant. Y'all said y'all are business partners.
Right.
So when you call me, you have to call me with her or him, so we can have the conversation together, so I can have witnesses. I don't want to talk to you
Right.
without, because I don't want to repeat the meeting, right? But I also want to be on the same page, because whenever somebody get information, it always comes back differently.
Right.
You
Absolutely.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely. Let me ask you this: what motivates you today? Um, what motivates you today that's different from what motivated you 20 years ago as we're closing out?
Um, just seeing other people have an opportunity, you know, seeing other people prosper, seeing other people gain traction in what they love or what they're trying to do. Um, you know, that motivates me. I sent KB a picture a few weeks ago. She was at, when I first, around the time I first met her, and she came over by my house with her husband, of course. That was good. You like that part? She was sitting on a computer, and she was talking about what she was doing, writing and stuff like that. And so when you're vetting a person, what people don't realize is, when you're out eating with them and you're talking, you're really interviewing them. They don't know
Right.
they're in an interview or an orientation. See, they
Right.
think they're just out for an outing,
Right.
but you're really gauging them. You're vetting them. You're getting to know who they are mentally, spiritually, physically, financially. You know, you're
Right.
getting to understand who they are as a person. It only take a little time. It don't take long. You can sit with a person a little while and realize they're crazy as bat doodle.
Absolutely.
The lights are
Absolutely.
on, but nobody's home.
Right.
The
Right.
elevator's going to the penthouse, but nobody's in the penthouse. You
Right.
did?
Right.
So my motivation, inspiration, and what inspires me nowadays is just being able to, because I don't have to do this. I don't have to get a building in Atlanta and open up an acting school.
Uh-oh. All right, guys, look like we have lost them for a minute. Y'all make sure y'all stay locked in. I'm hoping that we get them back on. I don't know what happened, some technical difficulties. You know how that go or whatever. But man, listen, y'all make sure that y'all stay locked in. We're going to go to a quick commercial and we will be right back. It's the Vibe Show Live.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Right now,
What's new and hot on the scene? The Pink Smoke Cigar Company, a black, female-owned boutique cigar company offering one-of-a-kind, hand-rolled cigars from proprietary blends created specifically for pink smoke by the J. Will Cigar Company. Their exotic recipes are blended from various regions of Nicaragua, Ecuador, Colombia, Mexico, the Dominican, and Honduras. What's certain is because you'll experience the most unique, even fresh smoke your palate has yet to discover. They're so hot, they were the premier brand ambassador at the 2022 Men's Style Gifting Suite for Super Bowl 56. For more information, go to pinksmoke4u.com. That's pinksmoke, the number 4, letter U.com to experience Pink Smoke's sexy, classy cigar culture.
Vibe Show Live, we are back. Man, so we trying to see if we can get Mr. Johnson back on here, man. Look like they're experiencing some technical difficulties on their end. Shout out to everybody that's on the live right now that's tuned in. Shout out to our commuters that's commuting right now. Hope y'all had a blessed day today, man, at the workforce or whatever. They're trying to get back in here, man. Y'all just bear with us for a minute. We're trying to get them back in here. There they go. There they go right there. We're going to pop them back in, man. Let's see here if we can get them back. Get them in here. We don't have them in here yet. Let's see here if we can add. All right, there we go. There we go. Let's get them in here. Let's see if we can pop them in here.
That's slow too. I took it off the internet, off the
oh yeah, you gotta put it back on the internet.
Bear with us.
No, you need to turn your Wi-Fi back on.
Oh yeah.
I turned it off. I turned it off because it connected to my iPhone. But you said don't go to this one, huh?
No, you straight. If it's locked down, you should be all right. Now you should come back up.
Okay, let's see if we can pop them back in. Let's see here what we got. We got them added to the stage, but it don't seem like they are popping in for whatever reason. I don't know what's going on here. I hope everybody had a blessed day today, though. I really want to close this show out with them. We're going to give them a few more moments or whatever. Let's see. I'll give a couple shout outs, man, to let's see what we got here. Shout out to Vibe Show Casper, of course, in the building. Shout out to the very lovely Strong Jewel, man, our program director. Love you, baby. She is in the building. Shout out to Live Vibes TV in the building. And shout out to everybody else, man, that's commuting, man, that's tuned in right now on the live. Let's see if we can get them in here. I see them right now. Let's see here. We can get them in. Got them in, but not getting a visual in here. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's going on right now, man. So what we're going to do, man, we're going to go ahead on and I guess we're going to close out the show. We can hear them, just can't see them. I don't know what's going on. Every time I try to add them back to the stage, they're not coming in. I can also hear them visually as well. I think we're gonna go ahead and close the show out. Yeah, I don't know. They look like they're experiencing technical difficulties. Let's see if we can add them in one more time. It's like they're bouncing.
Yeah, it could be about studio. Well, we should be on a laptop.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, good people. All right, so I don't know why they're not coming in. I don't know what's going on. Can y'all hear me?
Dang. Yeah, I think we lost him.
Yeah. So guys, we're gonna go ahead on and we're gonna close out the show. Definitely want to thank everybody. Definitely want to thank our special guests and family for joining the show today, man. We thank them for blessing the show with greatness, dropping nothing but gems, man. Definitely want to shout out everybody, man, who pulled up and showed love to our special guest, the one and only Lucky Johnson. Y'all make sure y'all go and tap in. Get those tickets, man, for Men, Lies, and Secrets. That's going to be coming out August 8th. Make sure y'all go and get y'all tickets. I do see him trying to come back in. I'm going to try to see if I can add him one more time. Let's see if we can get him in here. And it's just not popping in. But definitely, y'all make sure that y'all go also and follow Lucky Johnson on IG at Lucky LUCKY _Johnson. Make sure y'all go and follow him on IG. Also, go rush over there, man, and tap into that website, man, that they have for the studios. We didn't get a chance to really tap on that a little bit, but go over to check out the website at www.luckyjohnsonstudio.com, and also go over there to www.luckyjohnsonnetwork.com as well. If you're trying to get into the acting game, want some training, want to learn, man, make sure y'all tap in on IG as well. That's Lucky _Johnson on IG. And go check out that website at www.luckyjohnsonstudio.com. Also, www.luckyjohnsonnetwork.com as well. Man, we're going to get ready to close out the show. Definitely want to say, man, if you're pursuing your dreams, make sure that you pursue them wholeheartedly. Just know that you have a purpose. Don't give up on your dreams, but just know that it's going to take grind. It's going to take a lot of grind, a lot of passion, and a lot of effort, man. So if you're willing to put in that work, stay focused, stay locked in, and make sure that you absolutely stay prayed up, man, for sure. I just want to say love y'all, man. Appreciate all the love and the support always. Y'all make sure that y'all go and follow us on all social platforms as well. Y'all already know the vibes, man. More love, less hate makes the world a better place. We love y'all. Make sure that y'all go again and follow Mr. Lucky on IG at Lucky _Johnson. Make sure y'all go rush over to that website at www.luckyjohnsonstudio.com. And also go over there if you an inspired actor or actress, man, go to www.luckyjohnsonnetwork.com, man. Make sure y'all get locked in, and also make sure that y'all stay locked in, man, for Men, Lies, and Secrets coming August 8th. This is going to be explosive. Make sure y'all stay locked in. I'm telling you, I'm trying to get plugged in myself, man. See if I can get me a little acting skit or a little walkthrough or something like that. I'm definitely going to plug in with my family, man. Definitely big shout out to Lucky, man, and the crew. Love you so much, man. Appreciate the opportunity. Y'all know my slogan, peace, love, and blessings, man. Love y'all. It's the Vibe Show Live. We out. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did enjoy this episode, hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and turn on that bell notification so you'll be notified every time another exclusive Vibe Show Live episode goes up. Thank you for all the love and support. Peace.